Hello, everybody. Career Advisor Drew Barksdale here, bringing you the final installment of From Start to Finish, how to find and reach out to alumni, how to construct a good email. And now we're talking about the final part, the actual networking call. So if you haven't seen the other two videos, you can go back to them to see. But with preparing for the networking call is the most important thing. And I'll start by saying that preparation is key. So you want to show that you're professional to these alumni you're contacting, because do remember that their time is precious. They have a lot of deliverables and work to be done. So them taking time out of their day to talk to you is very valuable. So make sure that you show that value to them by being prepared, and you become prepared and ready and willing to learn. So preparation is key. So once you agree upon a time and you reach out to the alumni, reintroduce yourself and ask if this is still a good time to call, for a good time for them to talk. Schedules can change at a moment's notice, so this is just shows that you're considerate and you're just rechecking in that now is still a good time. And after that, once they say yes, it's still a good time, you say great. Well, you can give them an outline or what to expect in the call. You might have laid out some points that you wanted to talk about in the email, but restating those points is very important in this call to give the alumni an idea of what to expect. And after you do that, more often than not, the alumni may start by introducing himself or telling him a little bit about his career, or he or she, that alumni, may ask, so-and-so, tell me about yourself. And this is the great opportunity for you to give an overview of yourself. So you can talk about what you're studying, where you live, where you're from, where you are, what questions you want to ask about, what you're interested in, and kind of give that elevator pitch that we talk about in other videos. And once you give that overview, they might start to ask you a couple questions to kind of just gauge your thinking a little bit, and then you can direct the conversation to start to ask those prepared questions that you came into the conversations with. And we advise to have those questions really be open-ended questions to allow the conversations to flow. So you might ask questions along the line of, what's that alumni's career experience? How long have they been in the industry for? How they got into the industry and how they got to where they are now, what they like and what they dislike about their jobs. So there's a million different open-ended questions you can ask, but definitely come prepared with a few to show that you are a professional. You want to structure your phone call to give the impression that you are professional and you've taken time to get ready and are taking this conversation and most importantly, the alumni's time very seriously. So after the phone call, you have a good phone call. The next most important thing is the most crucial thing is the follow-up, thank you. And you want to highlight in the conversation, you want to highlight in that thank you some points you got, some salient points that you got from the conversation. And also asking to stay in touch if you hadn't mentioned that in the call. Hey, so-and-so, it was great talking with you. Do you mind if I keep in contact every 1 to 3 months just to update you on where I'm at in the process, what I'm doing, etc. So that follow-up thank you email is very important. And then after you follow up and say thank you to them, mark it down on your calendar to keep in touch with that alumni so that you stay top of mind to them at some point. And it's always to be both in ending the call and in the follow-up thank you email, just be appreciative of that alumni's time and the effort they put into talking with you. So I'm going to show you, just before we finish this off, I'm just going to show you quickly a networking tool that you can use that we have, and I'll link to it in the show note, in the notes. But I'm going to show you a networking tool that we use, that you can use to keep track of your network. So essentially, it's just a simple Google Doc Excel spreadsheet where you can see we kind of give you a couple sample questions that you can ask the alumni out away from tell me about your background, how you got into this particular industry, to components of the job, to problems you're solving. So all questions you can use or branch off of to connect with the alumni. And then what's most important, once you speak to alumni, in our example, we were using Colin Scanlon. Once you speak to him, you can keep notes of what he does, where he works, how you contacted him, what his contact information is, the date that you spoke with him, and any just additional information or resources that he gave you, or any notes that you want to take about the call. So this is just as you begin to network with more and more alumni, this is very useful, and this is very useful to just keep track of everything that you have. So high level, in the 3 videos that I showed you, we've gone through how to find alumni, how to reach out to them, and now finally how to actually do the networking, the final networking call. So I hope you enjoyed. Thanks.